Yes, people, one more time. This is Tropical People and Places TV. And today we are on location at La Perle. This is the La Perle Road. Now, if you could recall, a few weeks ago, I made a video telling you that in over 20 years, this La Perle Road has not been fixed. And just last week, I saw some heavy equipment in the place, and it looked like they're going to be starting work on this La Perle Road. But incidentally, what we have is a situation where it has been raining heavily and there has been a landslide in the Caye area. And so the traffic now has to be diverted into the same La Perle Road. Now remember, I told you that this road has not been fixed for over 20 years. Now we have a landslide on the other side, and they have no choice now but to use that same road that has not been fixed for over 20 years. Yeah. Hey, South. Over 20 years, this road has not been fixed. And now everybody is using this thing because there is a slide on the other side. But these things only seem to be happening in the valley for the most part. How many other places in St Lucia where you know that you have roads over 20 years that has not been fixed? Buses do not come to these places. It's been many years now, and buses do not come to these places because of the blatant disrespect that they display towards the people from the area. Everything good they consider is for Grosile, and nothing really is happening in the rural areas. But when you look at it, you have to blame the people who vote, the voters. Because even in these bad situations, you have this road in a bad situation for all these years. These people who live in those places, they will die and tell you that their loyalty is towards a certain political party. Now, over 20 years, both political parties have been in power, yet they did nothing about these roads. And yet the people who live here, they will insist that they have to vote for them and support them. But this is the reason why these things are happening. Because in spite of the fact that nothing is happening in some communities, the people still go out and vote for them. Whereas in places like Grosile, they give them the best roads, they give them the best conditions, they give them more than what they need, and the people here pay the taxes just like the people at Grosile. But what we see is, it's like there is almost like a kind of undermining of people that live in certain places. It is almost like the best is reserved for places like Grosile. Look at the water conditions in the valley. It is only a few years ago, last year I think, we started having a better supply of water. But before that, the water conditions were not good. In fact, there was a study I read about that showed that the quality of water in the valley is such that it was not even good to be consumed by farm animals. And yet that was the water that they were using in the valley. But year after year, you get those same people going up and supporting political parties year after year, and they will tell you that they vote your bope and things like that. So their loyalty, their God is these political parties. And look, over 20 years, this road has not been fixed. But yet still, they remain steadfast to their gods. That the SLP or UWP, whatever it is. You cannot be steadfast to political parties when they will not respect the place that you will live. So it is almost like we have a situation where the best is not, it's like they do not provide the best conditions for the people that live in certain places. The best water, the best everything is always reserved. They always reserve it for the north. The best water, the best roads, the best of everything. Now remember when Compton was the prime minister, there was a time when the banana was doing well, and they took some of the banana money and they call it a banana levy, and they used that banana levy to construct roads in different places. Even in places that were not even rural areas, they constructed roads in those places. So when the rural area is doing well with the farming, they took the money from here and they constructed roads in other places. But when the time comes where the money is not here, they will not, and they refuse to come into these places here and spend money to do anything that is constructive in this place. So what we see now is a situation where the people of the valley need to open up their eyes. You need to open up your eyes, especially if you live in places like La Perle. Over 20 years, they have not done anything on that road, for more than 20 years. And now, because of the thing that is going on the other side, the place is blocked. Now, right now, they must use that road. And again, I must say, I am commending whoever it is that actually started this. They actually started a few days ago. They started grading some part over there. They said they're going to start construction of the road, which is a welcome thing for the people of the community. Now, the other thing that they do again, which is very bad, which they do not do in Grosile and those places, it is almost like they, or whatever they call them, they really believe that the people of the valley are very backward and ignorant. During the election campaign, you will have both political parties, both SLP and United Workers Party, on their platform. You're not asking them, they will come to the place during their campaign and they will tell you that you have golden apple, you have mangoes, you have all your fruits that are spoiling, and that they will come and build factories in your community. That's what they tell you. They are telling you that they are going to build it, They are promising you. And we have been hearing these things for over 30 years. For over 30 years. Over 30 years. The people have been doing that, promising the people that they're going to build factories for them. They come on the platform and they will tell you that they're going to build a factory to make juice. Both of these mainstream political parties do that. And after all these years, 30, 40 years, no factory. And they come every election time telling people and promising people that they're going to do those things. Now, the thing is, they will come with that same game and they will still be deceiving people year after year. You do those things when you do not respect people in a community. You do those things when you assume that the people in the community are extremely stupid. That is when people do those things. Because for year after year, every 5 years, you play the same game, your stories, and at the end of the day, nothing happens. So that is what we have in this place. They will come and just watch them this election cycle with the same factory thing again, and none of them will do it. None of them will do it. And it is true that we have our fruits being wasted. But what again is the loyalty of those people is not to the people on the ground. The loyalty of those guys is for the importers of juice. The guys who import juice into this country are probably the ones that sponsor the political campaign. So their loyalty is towards those people, while they come and give stories every time about they're going to build factories and all of those things. And so I just hope that the people of Denrinov, the people of the valley, open up their eyes and understand the nature of the game that is being played upon them every 5 years. Hey, ça fait. Yeah. 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 So it is a very fitting thing. All of that is the work of God. This is the work of God for us to be there today, for us to actually show the disrespect that these people have, these parties, both of them have, or the disrespect that they show to the people of Laurentius, to the people of Lapel for over 20 years. Over 20 years of bad roads. Over 20 years of neglect. And again, you have to give credit unto whom it is due. Chasney has started fixing this road here. He has started, so we have to give credit unto him for that purpose, you understand? But nonetheless, we see a pattern. We see a pattern of disrespect towards the people of the valley year after year. Every 5 years is the same thing. It's a whole repetition of manipulation and deception of the people year after year after year. And then nothing happens. Nothing happens. So we're just hoping that the people will open their eyes. This time around, they will open up their eyes. And again, the truth is, we should, Chasney is the one who actually started that road a couple of weeks ago, and tribute unto whom tribute is due. But the thing is, we need to ensure that these things do not happen again in the valley. Over 20 years of bad roads in this place. Buses cannot pass. Buses do not drop people in this place. And it is time that this kind of thing stop. The kind of disrespect towards the people of the valley, the deception, the manipulation, that thing needs to stop. So I hope the people take those things into consideration when they make up their mind to put their cross this time.